Welcome to launching an EC2 instance. In this section, we will demonstrate how to launch an EC2 instance, and you can follow along and do this in your own AWS account. In this demo, we will discuss some of the choices you will have to make when you launch an instance, including choosing an Amazon machine image, an instance type and size, storage options, and configuring your security group. Now we move on to the first video of this section that deals with Amazon machine images. An Amazon machine image, or AMI, is an image of the file system for your boot volume. A base AMI contains an operating system. However, you can launch AMIs that have applications already installed and pre-configured. These are available from the AWS Marketplace, the AWS community, or you can launch custom AMIs that you configure for yourself. Let's begin the process of launching an EC2 instance. The EC2 service is easy to locate right at the top of the dashboard. Click on EC2 and then the Launch Instance button. From the Quick Start tab, you can choose from the most popular AMIs. These include Linux varieties such as Red Hat, Ubuntu, SUSE, and Amazon's own Linux variety, which is optimized for the AWS environment and most closely resembles Red Hat. You can also select a Windows Server operating system, some with SQL Server already installed. Note, if you choose one of these or a Linux variety such as Red Hat that has a software license fee, the licensing will be added to the hourly charge for the instance. When selecting an AMI, some of the features to note are the architecture, 32 or 64-bit, the root volume type, EBS or Instance Store, and the virtualization type, HVM or Power Virtual. To get an idea of all the options, click on the Community AMIs tab. To get the maximum access to the instance memory, you should use the 64-bit AMIs unless you have some software library that doesn't run well on 64-bit architectures. The choice of storage for the root volume depends upon the required durability of the data you put on it. If you don't plan on writing any critical data to the boot volume, then you could use Instance Store, which is much faster than EBS volumes. However, if you stop your instance for any reason, you will need to relaunch it from the AMI because instance storage is wiped when the instance stops, so you are effectively terminating it. EBS storage persists with a separate life cycle from the instance, so you can freely stop and start EBS-backed instances and all of your data is retained. The ability to stop and start your instance is a really nice feature because an instance that is impaired can usually be fixed by just stopping and starting it. So my recommendation is to generally choose EBS for your root device type for most purposes unless you need very fast disk I/O to your root volume. In the early days of the cloud, Power Virtual Virtualization, or PV, was considered to perform faster than HVM, which stands for Hardware Virtual Machine. However, that is no longer the case, and PV virtualization cannot make use of hardware extensions such as enhanced networking. So choose HVM whenever possible. Be cautious before you choose an AMI from the Community AMIs tab. For safety, choose one that says provided by Amazon or another source that you trust. Third-party software vendors make their software available as pre-built AMIs. You can find these under the AWS Marketplace tab. There are thousands to choose from well-known and respected software companies such as SAP, Barracuda, and Oracle. For the complete selection, visit the marketplace at aws.amazon.com/marketplace. Note that some of these add the software license to the hourly rate, while others use a bring-your-own license model, where you need to purchase the license separately. Finally, you can launch your own AMI that you create. These are listed under the My AMIs tab. Creating an AMI is a very simple process. It involves launching an EC2 instance from a base AMI, logging into the operating system, and then adding your own configuration, downloading and installing software, then creating an image from the running instance. For our instance, let's go to the Quick Start menu and choose the Amazon Linux AMI, the first one in the list, and click the Select button. In this video, we learned about AMIs and where to locate them.